Bum 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 Atomic Stacy. Bum 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 Atomic Stacy. Welcome to the stream. We're happy that you're here. Pour yourself a drink. Tea or coffee, wine or beer. Coffee, wine or beer. Our host, she may be knitting, our host, she may be spinning, but mostly she'll be chatty Cathy, helping her gladly get all them bitsies ready. It's Atomic Stacy, an expert at all that you like. Atomic Stacy, so sit back and embrace the delight. You can laugh along, craft along, sass along with Atomic Stacy.
Hello, good morning, gang. Happy weekend. How is everybody doing? Good morning to Art Knit Craft, KB Fibers, Lord Gullrat, Lady E. How's everybody doing? We are hanging out. We are doing some fancy spinning on all this fluff that Junatrix sent. I have brushed even more of it. I just have a giant laundry bag of fluff to spin. It's gonna be great. Nuke Die, hello. Happy weekend. And get closed caption started. We're using a new closed caption system. This is Pixel Chat. Please let me know what you think of it. What I realized was that our closed captions doesn't show up on any of our VODs. So we're gonna try this out instead and see how it works. Let me know if you guys think it's too distracting. The only problem with this is because it's overlaid directly on the video, you can't make the text bigger or smaller or make it go away. So if you guys think it's distracting and you want the ability to turn it on and off, let me know. We'll go back to the old system. But this is nice because then people who are checking out the VODs can take a look. I'm still playing with it. It seems really big, but when you're on like your phone, it's not. So I don't know. I got new nails. Hell yeah. Yes. Best part of craft night is a new day shows off her nails and then we all just simp over them. And we're like just fangirling for days. They're always beautiful. Nuke Day, I hope you're doing well. They're spoopy but cute. Yes. Speaking of spoopy, we need to put our bats back up. I keep forgetting. Let's just make a reminder. Hey Siri, at 4 p.m. today, remind me to put the bats back up. It's fine in chatting mode, might be distracting in the way when you're doing crafts. That's what we're gonna see. We're testing it out. Y'all can let me know what you think. It also does seem to be more accurate to me than the previous one. but that also remains to be seen. I'm talking a little slower. I haven't had all of my coffee yet. I'm not speaking as fast as a Gilmore girl yet. So that we'll see about that. Generally we have a lot of epic fails on our we usually have a lot of epic fails on captions. I'm going to edit this just slightly. See if that makes any difference. It's a little better. It's a little much when there's 3 rows of it. I can't control that part. Oh, yes, I can. Actually. Brave, hello. I hope you're enjoying your break. My dude, is lovely to see you. Can I adjust this? I might be able to adjust this. Let's look. Captions. We're trying out new closed captions, Brave, and we're playing around with all the settings. Let me talk a whole bunch so it fills up really, really fast with all the words so that it gets really, really big so that I can take a look at it so that we can get this taken care of. Quick, more words. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Alt. Pull down. Oh, no. Dang it. Now I had to talk really, really fast. There's a lot of words so it fills up really fast because I made it so that it goes away when I talk too much so that we don't get too many. There we go. There. Now it caps out at 2 lines. I chopped it. It doesn't pick up the beginning of my sentences. It's great, but the rest of the content is really good. So we'll give it a shot. I will be taking feedback in the Discord or craft party later. Send your thoughts on a postcard to now let's copy what we did here. Copy transform. Paste transform. Lock. Copy transform. Paste transform. Lock. Copy transform. Hello. I said copy. Hello. Copy transform. Paste transform. Lock. Okay, there we go. So now is locked at 2 lines. Craft night is tonight. It is the second Saturday, as it turns out. I specifically remember it because it works out real well. Because Damien's not here tonight, so I can be as loud as I want. Fergster, hello. So far, so good on this Saturday, but I haven't had a lot of it yet. Started cast on. What did you cast on? I would love to know. I'm turning this music down just a smidge. What'd you start? What'd you do? Hey girl, what you wearing? I'm gonna turn the fan on. Wake up from my nap and then come to craft night. Might have fun hair. At this point, I'm playing a very fun game that's called How Much Dry Shampoo Can I Put in My Hair Before I Get the Powdered Wig Effect? Before I look like George Washington. So far, I am winning. The blanket! Yay! I hope you have a lovely blanket Saturday. Blankets on the weekend. Knitting blankets on the weekend are the best. The best. I'm binding off, but casting on the next row. This sounds like Stephen West madness. That's what that sounds like. Knitting a sweater for my mom, and I plan to finish it before they are visiting me, but suddenly it's only a week. The story of every holiday crafter ever. Every holiday crafter ever. First, I woke up this morning, I was like, we may be late. I may have to wash this mess. You ever, like, I have plenty of spoons to hop in the shower and, like, wash my body down. But for whatever reason, also washing your hair in the shower and then drying it and styling it is sometimes just too many spoons. That's where I'm at. That is currently where I'm at. Although tomorrow I look forward to taking a very nice, long, relaxing bath without interruption because Damien isn't here. And then I will finally wash my hair. I also have very fine hair, so the more I wash it, the more it just breaks off and frizzes up. So that's a battle. Forever battle. Lord Golrod, I wish you all the best of luck. But I'm going home for Christmas, so she'll get it then. Ah, backups. Yes. Hair is a different ball game. Correct. Sama Lama Bam Bam. Hello. That's how I feel about shaving. Yes. Correct. I can shave my legs on the side of the bathtub all day long, but for whatever reason, doing it in the shower is just sometimes an extra step. Also, it helps to break it up. All right, we're going to get into spinning today. I'm going to grab a tissue real fast first. And then we're going to spin. Ah, that's better. All right. Happy weekend, gang. I don't have a lot planned. I've been enjoying doing nothing and eating oodles and oodles of cheesy noodles. Damien is at TwitchCon. So while the cat's away, the mice are eating all the food. Although it doesn't really matter because I'm the boss. I just need y'all to remember that if you ever go into Damien's chat. It's my official title. I am the boss. Yeah, he's at TwitchCon. He's having a great time. Went to an after party thing in a mansion last night, and I said, sounds great. Let me know when Pepper Potts brings you your dry cleaning after the orgy. He didn't find it funny. I thought it was hilarious. It's great. Buy viewers? Cracked. You should buy viewers from me. All the best kids are here. All right. I got a giant bag, literally a giant bag of fluff that I brushed. I spent like 2 hours brushing wool last night on the porch, listening to music. It was the most relaxing thing. Punk Pixie Blue, hello. Happy weekend. For those of you just joining us, we're trying out new closed captions. Tell me what you think. Are they too big? Are they too small? Are they too distracting? I tried to make them stream colors so they would blend in a little better. We're gonna scoot over here. Y'all can tell me what you think. Gotta get all settled. The big reason we're switching is because the current closed caption system does not show up on the VODs. And that's not very inclusive of me. So when we rated Sleeping Luna Designs on Thursday, she mentioned that this is the new program that she's using, and it's actually customizable, unlike the other ones. So we're gonna give it a try. Looks fine when you craft two for now, at least. Lord Golrod, I chopped it. I generally it gets up to 3 lines, but I squished it. I chopped it in OBS, so now it'll only be 2 lines at a time. It is Pixel Chat, pixelchat.tv. And they have alerts and extensions and things, but this is the only one I've messed around with so far. It is showing on mobile. So the other captions showed on mobile, but it was a different tab. So you couldn't look at chat and captions at the same time. So that was also a thing. No. Oh no. Oh no. Eekst. That was close. Strange. Just yeeted my brake band right off my wheel for no apparent reason. Let's try this again. Meow. Hi, baby cat. We're going to get a lot of cat interaction today, gang. Because I am the only set of hands in this house. And the cats, they have a hunger only hands can solve. They are the best captions I have seen. They show up clearly yet are not distracting. Excellent. Thank you, Fergster. I spent a lot of time yesterday working on them. So I'm glad you are enjoying them. Now I'm trying to figure out why my wheel isn't wheeling. Dear brake band, do your job. There we go. I did not expect to fight with my wheel this early in the morning, but here we are. And yet here we are. Come on. Brake band keeps like speeding up and slowing down, and I don't know what that means. I have another brake band, but I really hope this doesn't mean my brake band's about to snap. Not cool, bro. Not cool. How are y'all doing? Happy weekend. It is craft night tonight. It is also book club tonight. We will be reading we read, hopefully. Question mark. Some of us read. Graveyard book. Oh no, it's loop. Oh no, it was looped around this hook. Is that it? Yes, that was it. It was operator error. We're good. Might be back headed to the farmer's market and traders market. Heck yeah. Enjoy, KB. Very jelly. Although I'm hoping that now that the weather is starting to kind of almost cool down, question mark, that we'll get some farmers markets and things popping up for the winter. That would be delightful if we could make that happen. I say to none of you, just to the cosmos. Hear that, Florida? I'm sure Florida tunes in to watch my stream every morning. My bird bath has frozen water in this morning. We live in two very different places because I'm like, word has it, we might hit 60 again this week. Maybe even 65. Pray to Florida man. Anavita, I can't. Florida man's in California. I done yeeted him out. I was talking to all my coworkers this week because I had to take time out of work, sort of, kind of, to drive Damien to the airport. I was a little late coming into work, and I took Damien to the airport. And everyone's like, "Yeah, big plans this weekend?" And I said, "Yeah, hubby's out of town, so I'm eating all the food he hates." And that was an interesting conversation because they're like, "Stacy, you don't need anyone to tell you what food you can and can't eat." And I was like, no, you don't understand. It's not that I can't eat the food when Damien's here. It's that when I cook myself extra cheesy food, Damien comes downstairs and he goes, "It smells like cheese in here." And then every time I'm eating it next to him, so I'll cook like something for him and then I'll cook something for me. And so every time we're sitting on the couch and I'm eating my cheesy leftovers and he's having whatever else has been found or scrounged for him, he goes, "Ew, I wouldn't want to eat that." And I'm like, "Well, good. I didn't make it for you." This is every single time. It's like the world's worst running joke. If we were a sitcom, it would be the groaner of the episode every damn time. And every single time. So the beauty of it is I can eat whatever I want this week and I don't have to listen to L 200 times. Rocket Propelled Freeman, hello. 5 more days. 5 more days till what? Picking up a shift at the winery today, so trying to have a chill morning before interacting with all the people. I hope it goes well for you. Can serve those spoons. I know the feeling of fortifying yourself well. 5 more days and then the holy shit comes out of hiding. Yes. Jammy, hello. Last night I made to-do lists for today and now is nowhere to be found. Does this mean I'm off the hook? Yes. I think in order to give it a good college try, you have to do like 1 or 2 things that you remember. But if you just forgot the rest and you can't find the list, I think you should sit down and relax instead. Clearly. As I was saying, tonight is book club at 6 p.m. Eastern in the Discord. We read The Graveyard Book. So if you have read it in any of its various formats, recently or in the past, and just want to talk about it and fangirl over it and chat, come on in and hang out. And then right after that, we'll have craft night in the Discord at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm very excited. That fluff looks so luscious. It's the wool that Gio sent. It's so crimpy. So I've brushed it out, but I haven't like combed it all in the same direction. So it has a bit of a halo to it. It is very rustic. But it's very soft. And I kind of dig the halo. And I can't believe how squish it is on the bobbin. Pixie, you don't understand. I have been brushing wool on my porch. This is just a laundry bag full of brushed wool. Shirt! I was like, damn, rocket propelled? Okay. The shirt. That makes a lot more sense. Like, Rocket Propel Freeman's got a whole damn stash. Dang. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a giant bag, giant mattress-sized Ziploc bag, jumbo size, 40 inches by 32 inches, vacuum-sealed bag that was half full, minus 2 laundry bags of wool that I've processed so far. So I have brushed, this is about half of it is brushed. I've been doing a little bit on the back porch every night after work this week, and it's been amazing. The weather has also been significantly nicer. Although yesterday I sat out there for like 2 hours and I came in and I was damp and I was like, shower time. No. I was schwitzing a little too hard. It's like, not fall yet. Curses. So I've been brushing it up. When we take a break here to stretch, I have some pictures. String player, hello. 20th. Sorry, it's String. We saved a seat for you. I'll pour you a cup of tea. But Gio sent me a whole fleece via Hinkenitz. Via the fiber train that Hinka smuggled in her suitcase when she came down. It's my first time processing raw fleece. So this has been quite the learning experience. Like, it's kind of one of those things where, like, I've looked it up and I had a general knowledge, but until you really start doing it, you learn a whole lot real fast. I'm taking 2 coworkers to their first Flyers game. Ooh, that'll be so much fun. So much fun. I hope it goes well. You know what? We'll do this real quick. Let me put these pictures on the Discord, eh? Take a look at them. Actually, let me make a photo album real fast. Burr, 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 burr. Upload pictures, please. Done. Save. Upload. Okay. Here's my list. This is such a mystery. I think the weekend gods have given you the choice to slip off the hook. Oh, no, Jamie, now you have to do it. It's a trap. I tried to save you. Alas. I would make a list and then promptly yeet it into space and be like, oh no, sorry, gang. And that's why I'm constantly behind in my life. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, let's go over here. Oh, wait, sorry. I forgot to turn the internet on. There we go. Okay. Oh, look, here's my cat chewing on the bag of wool that I had not yet opened. because she could smell the wool. So it came to be vacuum sealed. And then we opened it up. I took I took a big old armful of wool each, and I put it in these laundry bags. And then we soaked it overnight, and then we scoured it. There was a lot of soaping going on. I did all that during the hurricane. That was what I did during the hurricane, is I just kept going into the bathroom and washing wool. And this is what it looked like when it came out. Lists are excellent. It's good to know exactly which things you are ignoring and avoiding doing. I feel called out. I love not doing things on the list, but I slept all day yesterday and I've been sick, so stuff really needs to happen. I'm not going to be intense about it, though. I'm going to take breaks and perhaps nap breaks. Good. And I hope you're feeling better. Conveniently in the bag of joyous distraction. I call that... what did I say the other day? Procrastination. 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 Nailed it. Nailed it, captions. It's good to know some things never change. Not gonna lie, there are still some clothes from Florida that are still on the floor. I have some clothes from Florida still on the floor too. It's a bag. It's a day of trolling, guys. All right, so this is what it looked like when it came out. So you can still see all the crimp, which is delicious. Look at this cramp. So the white, so compared to before, right? Oh, too far. I overshot. There we go. So everything was like this yellowish color. And I'm like, it's fine. We're going for natural. I did not expect it to be so white on the bottom and so creamy on the top. I didn't expect it to get this clean. I was very impressed. But then I was worried because these tips were hella dark, right? And I'm like, and they still look kind of dirty. How do I do that? They have to readjust to new state to acclimate? Maybe. You're probably in such a high altitude compared to Florida. So I have all this beautiful wool. And it had to dry. But you can see all these tips, right? And I was real nervous about the tips. So I laid it all flat on my little sweater caddy. Thank you, Nitpicks. And hung it to dry and picked out all the straw and extra bits of stuff. I was like, and now we wait. But then magic happened. So this is what I've been doing. Oh, this is what it looks like. See, it's got this bit of a halo to it. It's delicious though. It's so fluffy. I'm gonna die. So this is what I've been doing on the porch. So you get it, and it's all gross and gooey on the end tips, right? So then you brush it out, and what it is these end tips are where all the dust and stuff are. So it's not like dirt, it's just dust. So I brush it out, and there's like a that goes with it. It looks like the farm equivalent. It looks like sawdust. It's so fine. But you brush it out and then it turns out lovely because all the dark bits is where all the dirt is. It's magic. And then I flip it over and you can see this is where they cut it. So all the kind of where the locks are kind of matted together. So then I just brush that out to make it nice and clean and smooth. And this is what it looks like. So you can see it's whiter on the bottom and a little bit, and then more tan on the top, which is fine. I knew there would be some coloration because, you know, outside. And I'm just using, you know, a $5 pet brush that we already had anyway that actually didn't work on the cats. So this is a great purpose to reuse it. So I'm just using this little $5 brush to do like a little chunk at a time. Let me find you a decent. There we go. So I'm doing it in like chunks at a time. and it's turning out great. Do you wash it again after the brushing? No, because I'm going to soak it after I spin it. So after I brush it, it just, like, that's where all the dust is. So literally, this piece that I'm holding here is this piece. I never put it down between when I took the pictures. So it's just brushing all the dust out. Jamie, enjoy your lurk. Good luck on all of your stuff today. It's just magic. It's magic. And then you get all these fluffy wool bits. So there's still a bit of dust on it, so I'm definitely using my handy dandy pillowcase today. Yeah. Luke will just flop over and roll in dirt and grass. She'd get itchies, yeah. So when I got the wool, it's in the condition I expected, right? It's an outside animal. It doesn't smell like poopy or anything. It just smells like hay. It just kind of smells like barn. Not like shitty barn, just like outdoors in the Midwest, in farmland. It smells like outdoors in farmland. I was like, yes, the smell I remember well. So it's not like, it doesn't like reek or anything. And then once you wash it, it just smells like the wool wash you used. So that's fine. But I was just like, the ends are so matted. How do you get it clean? Like, do you snip it out? What happens? And I didn't realize that it's all the dust. Smells like the Midwest. It kind of does. Well, you have to remember, yes, I kind of grew up in the city, but Toledo is not that big. So like a 10-minute drive and then I'm in farmland again. And my grandparents were flower farmers and my cousin owns a cattle farm. So it spent a lot of time shoveling manure, not necessarily shoveling, spent a lot of time around manure, let's say. I didn't do the shoveling. Toledo isn't big. Toledo is huge. You have to remember, I currently live in a metropolis. So Toledo has a very definite like city, outer city, suburbs, farm. So to me, it's contained, it's smaller. Whereas I live in Orlando and all of the middle of Florida is Orlando. So there's the city and then suburbs for miles. I Toledo, you Toledo, we all Toledo. Aston Martin, hello. Dan, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you? I mean, it's a major city, but I guess in comparison, you have a point. All right, anyway. I love Toronto. I haven't been to Toronto, I couldn't tell you. Someday, soon. Someday. I don't have plans. I don't know why I said soon. Toledo has 200,000 more people than my city. Toledo is 5K people bigger than Fort Wayne. I had no idea. It is secret. It is secret big. It has grown a lot recently as well. Anyway. Smells like childhood. I saw your Twitch handle in the recommended and I was like, yes, click. Well, welcome. We're currently spinning wool into yarn this morning. Although next week we will be doing a lot of knitting. Don't forget, next week we start our horn along, the Unicornucopia Cal knit along. We are doing so if you've ever wanted to learn how to knit brioche, now's your chance. We're going to get that bread. So Tuesday and Thursday nights. So we normally stream Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Get that bread! Art Knit Craft is very invested. This knit along is dedicated to Art Knit Craft. So Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to learn how to brioche and knit our swatches, all the brioche. So, excuse me. Tuesday, we're going to knit a traditional brioche swatch. And while we're knitting the swatch, I'm going to teach you how to brioche. Teach you how to brioche? Nope, I'm not going to do it. So we're going to do all the basics of brioche. We're going to learn how to do it. We're going to learn how to do increases and decreases. And we're just going to practice and knit a nice big old square and kind of get a feel for it. Thursday, we're going to do single pass brioche. So brioche is very fluffy. It's delicious. It is double-sided, so reversible, and it's just big and fluffy and so good. And it gets this way by knitting every row twice. So you knit the front and the main color, and then you slip it back to the beginning of the needle, and you knit it in the secondary color. You have to have circular needles for this. You can't use straight needles. So Tuesday we're going to do traditional brioche, how to brioche. And then what I do is when I knit brioche, I do single pass brioche. So I knit both colors at the same time. So Tuesday is everything you need to know about brioche. Thursday we'll be finishing up anything we need to do from Tuesday and then knitting a swatch in single pass brioche. And then Saturday we cast on. It'll be very, very fun. How did the Lands of the Mouse survive the hurricane? They did great. I haven't been in Orlando since the hurricane. Kind of curious myself. They did just fine. They have a hurricane protection plan. Yes, they do. Cinderella's castle spires go down. No, they do not. You're so cute, Rocket Propelled. They don't. The flags go down. Cinderella's castle itself is hurricane proof. It's fine. If they brought the spires down, they would have to bring in cranes. And bringing in cranes during a hurricane is not a thing. That's not how that works. Lava Pingu, hello. Works wonderfully, wonderfully something. Yes, it is new. Our new closed captions. We're testing it out. Tell me what you think. It's nice because our old closed captions didn't show up from the VOD. Worked in the area of the Lands of the Mouse. I currently am on Castle Crew, among other things. I'm a secretary for Walt Disney Live Entertainment. So we very much were hurricane protection, and the spires on the castle do not go down. I'm picturing them retracting into the ground like something from the A-Team. That's not to say that they didn't in the past, but there's been a lot of redesign, so everything that's on the castle is designed to stay on the castle. The castle's just a hologram at this point. Don't tell them the secret. I always heard they did. They do not. Okay. So I've worked everywhere at Disney before. This is my 10th position. I've worked in every theme park and and it feels like every resort. And my favorites are like all of the especially the locals are the worst at it. All of the urban legends around Disney are my absolute favorite things. Like the castle spires come down during the hurricanes. No, they don't. Then we would have had to finish the inside of the spires instead of them just being hollow tubes. It stretches and shrinks like the Haunted Mansion. It's fun, the urban legends that everyone's it never rains at Disney. They just put the dome up and everyone's like, there's a dome? There's not a dome. It's so very fun. So my favorite urban legend is that Walt Disney is cryogenically frozen under Cinderella's castle because there are tunnels under the Magic Kingdom. That's how the cast members get around. And my favorite of them is that Walt Disney is cryogenically frozen under Cinderella's castle, so he could be at Walt Disney World since he died before it opened, and they're just waiting for technology to advance enough to thaw him out. There is not. Just the head. So my favorite guest interaction I've ever had was I was standing inside the Christmas shop because I used to do the job where you paint the names on the ornaments. That used to be me every Christmas for a couple years. So I'm standing in the Christmas shop waiting for the first customers to come in so I can start painting Charlie's first Christmas. And then like Lindsay with little paw prints around it for their custom ornaments for everybody's animals is a huge thing. I didn't know. So my favorite guest interaction is I'm standing in the Christmas shop and we've just opened and I'm waiting for things to happen. And then the husband and wife come in and they're like, it's the whole body. And the woman's like, no, I'm telling you, it's just the head. No, it's the whole body. Why would they just chop his head off? I'm telling you, why do they need the rest of the body? They only need Walt Disney's head. They're just going to wait until the technology advances and then scan his brain and then clone him. No, they've frozen the whole body so they can thaw him out. So wouldn't you want your own body when you woke up? And they're having a legitimate conversation for 15 minutes while they're waiting for their kid to pick out their ornament. And this is magic to me, like so much fantasy. It was beautiful. It was everything I could have wished for. It was my favorite. I want that part of marriage. It was fantastic. It is Rocket Propelled Freeman is correct. It is not true. Walt Disney has been cremated in California. It's very hard to freeze remains. Very few people survive the cremation process. Let's just put it that way. I thought that was his head in a statue of Mickey in Cali. No. It's just the head. I love that part of Futurama. Yes. This was good. This was excellent. No. Walt is just cremated like a normal human. It does rain at Disney. I had a picnic in a poncho. It sure does rain at Disney. I have been... Hinka and String and I were deluged upon. Sita Lee, hello, good morning. I'm freezing. It got below 40. Stop it. We might hit 65 this weekend as a low. How exciting. There are nuclear bunkers with a 10-year supply of food, but only Mickey and Donald are allowed in. No, there are no bunkers. Mothman Stan, hello. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for being here today. Funny you should be here. I'm on a Mothman kick this week. We'll get to that in a minute. It's fantastic. Mighty Bean, hello, welcome, happy weekend. Went to the technology assist to bring him back from ashes, maybe. They've spliced his DNA into all of the employees. Stacy's part of his big toe. No, I was not related to Walt Disney when I started this job, but now I am. That seems terrifying. And also much too much money to spend on like a minimum wage theme park kid. The light on Main Street only turned off once. That's California. We don't have a light on Main Street in Florida. Unfortunately, that was not built into the plan. Can confirm. Rain, mouse, castle. In Disneyland, Walt had an apartment over Main Street. We do not have that at Walt Disney World. Whoop. I will fight for my opinion if needed. 14 degrees Fahrenheit is the perfect weather. Lava, you're on your own. But enjoy that. Hey, hello. How are y'all doing? I fell asleep with makeup on and now I gotta somehow wash my pillowcase. Hello. Happy weekend. They don't need a light on Main Street in Florida. Angry sun always shining hard, even in the rain. It's true. We did also have sun showers. Punk Pixie Blue coming in with the laundry tips. Scrub it with makeup remover first. Angie. All right. We are, in fact, hard to believe, I know. We are, in fact, spinning wool into yarn today. When I'm not knocking everything on my desk over. I got lost in the flow. Yarn Ho, hello. You did get lost in the flow. Would it be okay to come to the brioche tutorial but not make the project? I really don't have any colors to use to make one. Absolutely. So we're just doing it on stream. We're just hanging out. You can, it's just a normal stream night. You can absolutely come. You don't have to, this is totally voluntary. We're just doing it as a thing. I'll be knitting it on stream a whole lot. My slippers are too big to get around my spinning wheel. And I'm also gonna save the video. So, nice shirt. Oh, thank you. Oh, see, it's got it. I'm Captain Marvel. It's from Her Universe. So it's actually a ladies cut, so it actually fits. It's magic. I'm a huge Captain Marvel fan because I'm a nerd. What? I am in the middle of telling 6 stories. I should really pick one. Tell me you work at Disney without really working at Disney. Tell me you work at Disney without telling me you work at Disney. Art Knit, I love you. I am dying. Rex to doubt. Stop it. All right, I'm telling 6 stories. Let's back up. 1, you don't have to knit. You don't have to be part of our knit along to knit along with the brioche. For our charity stream, I offered a tutorial. Y'all said that brioche was the next thing you wanted to learn. So I'm doing a tutorial series on how to knit brioche if you've ever wanted to learn. And then as part of that, we are doing a knit along because the next shawl I was going to knit was brioche anyway. So this works out well. And then we're going to do it together. So if you had questions about brioche and were nervous about your first project, we could all do it together. You absolutely do not have to knit along. We're going to be doing it all on stream together. So if you just want to watch the regular stream, that's what's going on. But you, of course, first of all, I have no way of knowing if you're going to participate or not. Like, it's not like I can send the knitting police after you. I don't know what y'all are doing at home. Live your best life. Secondly, everything's always optional here. Pants are usually the most optional item. Mothman Stan, I love your handle. So every year I do a birthday sweater in January because my birthday's January 10th. And everyone's always tired after the holidays by the time it gets around to my birthday because my birthday is the last thing of the holidays. So I decided that I needed something to treat myself after all of my holiday knitting and gifting and everything else. And that for my birthday every year, I was just going to treat myself to a sweater quantity of something nice and knit myself a sweater because I have very few hand knitted sweaters and I never spend large amounts of money on myself, right? So I have plenty of yarn and small items, but like I don't often buy sweater quantities. So I was like, screw it. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm gonna get myself some really nice hand-dyed yarn and we're just gonna go for it. So this year's birthday sweater is going to be out of a colorway called the Mothman. We're gonna do the Mothman sweater as the birthday sweater this year. Everyone has already seen this yarn and they were drooling over it. So all week I've been looking up like fun Mothman things that I can include in my January streams for my birthday stream. So it's very funny that you're here because as Artnit and Punk Pixie can attest, I've just been flooding them with Mothman things, being like, what do you think about this? So it's very accurate that you're here now. Let me catch up on chat. I also have to get ready at some point. Got work stuff to do. Ow. Need to reorganize my makeup stuff since I kind of need to clean her for work. Do it. Do it. Don't put it off, but also weekend. Don't go too hard. Slow and leisurely pace this weekend, y'all. I believe her, but reaffirming Walt is a normal human made this sound sus. He's not like a god. He didn't get like reincarnated. I mean, well, that's not true. I don't know if he got reincarnated. But he's not just a mortal man. The legend goes that the apartment in California has light on at all times, so Walt has never left. The light mysteriously turned off only twice. And it's usually the light bulb. We're doing night shoots today. I got all day to do nothing. Heck yeah. Knitting police. Or no knitting police. Sits right. It's true, I have my sits right slippers on today. Oh, I need to turn the redeem back on is what I need to do. We have a redeem to switch slippers when I'm spinning. I'll get that here in just a second. I'm going to dig through stash and see if there's anything I'd like to use, but memory's saying I don't have any. That's fair. Also, we're going to save all of these VODs, just like we did for the How to Knit Socks. So if you do acquire like brioche yarn for Christmas, say, then you can always go back and do it. It's going to be there forever. Just realized that this is blowing out all of the white real hard. So let's fix that. I am pro streamer sometimes. Let's fix the light balance. Forgot I unplugged and replugged everything, so all of the camera stuff is a little off. Let's put that there. Let's put this up here. No, do not want that. Don't need to overexpose this. There we go. That's nice. That's better. That should be better. There we go. Now y'all can actually see what I'm working on. That's nice. Here. That's good. All right, now let's fix channel points. Are they on? Highlight my message. Oh, they're not on. Here we go. Manage rewards. Switch slippers. Here we go. All right, we are back. Sorry, gang. I got all excited about a thousand things. All right. Gio, hello. Good morning. Henna sweaters are the best. I have a Sailor Moon one and a Kirby one where it's all pink but the faces on there. That's a fantastic idea. You say Mothman and I think of this TikTok every time. Oh no. Mothman. Oh, I'm okay. Welcome to Working on Percy Jackson. We do a lot of night shoots. Shadow and Bone had a ton too. It's always filmed in the dark. Ooh. Mothman, are you, without getting into specifics, are you cast or crew? I assume cast, because you said makeup, but honestly, who knows? Crew are crazy too. Prepping for bats today? That sounds fun. I do production for entertainment at Disney, so yes, soon to be all night installs for the holidays. I know that nighttime life very, very intimately. You spun 3 bobbins yesterday. Chio, you had a more productive day at home than I did at work. So I forgot the caramel apple thing that I got when we were at Epcot and was a coffee drink. And ordered it on my app last night, but as a frap, so maybe that's why I didn't think about it. Put it in the fridge, and voila, cold coffee drink ready this morning. No trips out of the house until teaching time. Ooh! That's a good idea. That's like when Damien and I go and get like smoothies. We always get the biggest smoothie possible and then just put it, like, drink half of it and then put it in the fridge overnight and then drink the rest for breakfast the next morning. Frozen coffee ice cubes. I need to try that again. So the last time I tried to make frozen coffee ice cubes, I did it with a flavored coffee and it was disgusting. I didn't realize it was like a vanilla blend because it was just the regular coffee Dean and I were drinking at the time. But like the ice cubes were sticky and it made the tray disgusting. And then like it didn't quite melt right. And I was like, we're never doing this again. So I need to try it again with just normal coffee now that we have normal coffee. Because for a time, Damien would only drink like vanilla coffee or hazelnut coffee. And I was like, boo thang. People are going to think that you're me. Important question. I'm trying to decide between 4 sweaters. Ooh. I have a Mothman one, an MCR, 3 Cheers album one, a Welcome to Night Vale one, and a Blood Spatter one. Welcome to Night Vale. And now the weather. I do feel like it is currently Night Vale season out right now. I'm on crew. I work makeup with a specialty in gore and prosthetics. I am the Chaos Lord of Spook. Yes. Yes. That sounds absolutely fantastic. The Chaos Lord of Spook. If it doesn't say that on your business cards, I don't think you're doing them right. Smoothies are a great breakfast because sometimes you don't feel like a lot to eat, but smoothies have everything to keep you going. I like smoothies because if you don't eat them, like, you can just keep sipping them all day. Like, if you don't eat all of it, you can just put it in the fridge for later. And it doesn't get, like, gross and soggy. You don't have to worry about reheating it 1,600 times. They are quite versatile. Have to be made with dark roast, otherwise it'll be, well, bland. Yes. The idea is that you use frozen coffee ice cubes to make you make ice cubes out of coffee to make iced coffee so that the ice doesn't water the coffee down, so you don't have to make it extra strength. But it does make it extra coffee-y. So keep that in mind. But if you're making a smoothie and you want to add a little bit of coffee to it, it's a great way of doing that without having to make like a whole cup of coffee. Because I think adding a little bit of coffee to smoothie sometimes can be absolutely delicious. Cold brew for the win, also that. It was like cross-stitch onto a deep purple sweater. It's Cecil's third eye on the front, all small, and then on the back, it's the podcast photo on Spotify. That's adorable. That's adorable. I'm cold. I might have to put pants on. Throw another blanket onto the pile. Or when I lived at home with my parents and we had dachshunds growing up, we'd say throw another dog log on. they were hot dogs. Like logs. Throw another doggy on the pile. I'm too cold. Send me a dog. Now I'm like, I'm too hot. One of you cats needs to get off of me. They have brought out new cold brew coffee Guinness. I think it might have to be tried. Fergster, I have tried it. It is delicious. It is very smooth. It's one of the best coffee stouts I've ever had because it's coffee without being chocolatey. And then it's Guinness, so it's very rich. And then it's the nitro, so it's very smooth. 10 out of 10, one of my favorites. They have it year-round down here. And then we like it very mucho. So that's around triple espresso to kickstart my heart for the morning. Lava, I have a feeling you're like me. Like, if I could just mainline coffee into an IV every morning, that would be great, so I didn't have to bother with drinking it. If we could just put a PEC line in, but for coffee, that'd be fantastic. Might have to pick some up when I'm shopping today. I think you should. I think it's delicious. Because I've had like coffee stouts, but they're always like they're either super bitter or they're cut with chocolate or you can't taste the coffee in it. But usually they're just like so strong and so bitter. And this is very, very balanced. I enjoy it very mucho. Also, it's Guinness, so it's really hard to fuck it up. We're very large Guinness fans in this house. We kind of feel like if it's Guinness, it has to be good. And so far, we are correct. My doll will do it. Yes, yes, you did. Ginger Zone, hello. Aren't you dizzy yet? All that spinning? Nope. The soot sprites are doing all the work today. I do an energy drink with a cold brew step down. Ginger Zone, how's it going? Are you ready for the game this afternoon? Coffee IV and a timer would be awesome, right? A coffee IV is less fun than it sounds. I've had an IV caffeine. Really? Gold! String player has their German dictionary on the phone. I can tell. String player and I are both learning German on Duolingo, which is why I find this to be funny. Game? Sure. Go blue. No, they're playing the other Michigan. You gotta say go green. Or something. I don't know. They're playing Michigan State today. Oh, which reminds me, I need to put a vacation announcement on. The Saturday after Thanksgiving, I will not be streaming in the morning, or it'll be an extra short stream, undecided, because it is a national holiday in this house, because it is the Ohio State-Michigan game. It's the rivalry game. The game starts at noon. I will be unavailable for comment. Geldautomat. An ATM. Oh, Akya. Oh no, are you a Michigan fan? Nope, I'm an Ohio State fan. Thank you very mucho. We are Buckeyes through and through. Finally got to sleep in today and enjoying some coffee and pumpkin spice cinnamon rolls. Gosh dang it. Mom, I want some cinnamon rolls too. It's fine. I had a baked brie for dinner last night. I have no regrets. Nope, I am from Toledo, which is very fun in the fall, because it is very much a border town. Half of the city roots for Michigan and half of the city roots for Ohio State, and that gets very interesting very fast. But we are Ohio State Buckeye fans. Very mucho. OHIO. It's true. Did you save any for Damien? Scotty Tude, hello. No. I was just telling everyone how it's nice to have cheesy food every night for dinner this week and not have Damien come down the stairs and go, ew, it smells like cheese in here. I had a bad lumbar puncture. Turns out it's treated with a caffeine drip. Interesting. Interesting. If a coffee stout is bitter, it's usually a bit low on the alcohol content to be enjoyed. You know, I think you're right. I will say, for a place that's called the World of Beer, they don't have very good beers. I can use my good makeup and make me all purple. Yes. Purple. Honestly, Ohio fans are a lot nicer than U of M. Yes. Ohio State is playing Michigan State. The Michigan State Spartans today at 3. So I have and also Damien doesn't sports ball. So like, I'm like, hey, so I had to warn him every fall. Football's coming, just so you know. He's like, oh, so he plays a lot of World of Warcraft in the fall. So it's nice because I get to stream. I get to watch my football uninterrupted by Damien going, have they scored a goal yet? How many baskets have they gotten? So that'll be great. And then we'll have book club and then craft night. And I have a full day. Noah Damien. They're probably all nicer than Mizzou fans. Look, everyone is nicer than Gator fans. I'm sorry, but all the Gator fans are the worst people. Also, they all drive the worst. I swear if someone cuts me off in traffic, they have a Gator license plate. Everybody's just a dick there. Though one of the Michigan team fans threatened to throw bottles at our band in the stadium once? What? Y'all don't have to sports ball. That's okay. I bet you enjoyed smelling of the house. Yes, I do. Now I want brie. I found a recipe online. It's fantastic. So you take I just used a roll of like the Pillsbury puff pastry. Put a brie in the middle. You score the top a little bit. You put raspberry jam all up on it, or fig jam. You fold it all up all nice like, and then you drizzle maple syrup or honey. I did honey over the top. And so instead of doing an egg wash, you put a bit of honey on top, and then you sprinkle it with brown sugar. So it has this like crispy brown sugar top. And then you bake it in the oven at 350 for half an hour, and it makes magic. And the honey either soaks in or gets all crystallized, and then the brown sugar gets all crunchy, crusty, delicious. And the brie's all gooey. And then I cut that baby in half, and I had half last night for dinner and half this morning for breakfast, and I have no regrets. Devarian CW, hello. Thanks to Mr. Talika for my gift sub. Also, good morning. Good morning, my dude. How about them Yankees? Heard they won the Stanley Cup. Veggie, have you been talking to Damien again? Tornstall Rosen, hello. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Now I really want brie. You should. It's delicious. Hop train. As much as I hate Gator fans, Alabama's my least favorite. I have not, well, I have been to Missouri, but I haven't run into Missouri fans. Let's just put it that way. I'm a Mizzou fan. I'm nice. Yarnho, you are nice. You must be the one exception. You must be the one exception. CW, how are you doing, my dude? It is lovely to have you here. Great, now I'm hungry. We're talking about how my husband's out of town, and my husband doesn't like the taste of cheese. So I am having all of the cheesy things while he is gone. Sidley, thank you for that 100 berries in my teacup. Damien who? Florida man has left. Florida man is gone. Isn't Indiana only for cheese, cigarettes, and booze? And ArtNet. If it isn't motocross or supercross, I don't follow it. That's how I am about sports. I'm like, if it's not college football, I really don't care. Because they're like, oh, you like college football, you must like the NFL. And I'm just like, all of those overpaid prima donnas who don't really care and who kind of half-ass it. And then who have like sudden death rolls for overtime because they're all tired and huffing around because they're too rich and too lazy. Nope. Cheese Fest. It is Cheese Fest. September was a weird month, but starting October strong. Yeah. We are spinning wool into yarn. I have all of this delicious wool fluff that we're spinning up. And we're currently hanging out talking about college football and sports ball. And all the things I'm doing while my husband is gone at TwitchCon this weekend. I'm living my best life today. Might have to go get all clean and spooky and go get cinnamon pancakes. I mean, yeah. I don't know what people visit Lower Michigan for. There's so much shade in this chat, and I kind of love it. Because it's the nicest shade I've ever seen. It's the most polite shade. March Madness is what I live for. I live for Sock Madness. It's a bracket style elimination speed sock knitting competition. Also, oh, they announced recently, for those of you who are participating in Sock Madness, that you can only enter for, usually you enter the whole month of February and then it starts in March. And this year you enter from February 1st through February 14th. You only have 2 weeks to enter this year. And then, so that they can get the, I think it's so that they can get the, qualifying rounds started like March 1st, so they can start earlier so that the rounds don't stretch into Tour de Fleece in June and July, which I actually really appreciate. Times Square is strange because it looks exactly like it does in the movies and also nothing like it does in the movies. It is so surreal. But you have to go. Also, go today because what I didn't realize is half the stuff is closed on Sunday in New York. Or at least it was in the before times, which I was not expecting when we went on a Sunday. I was like, but they closed the Disney store on Sundays? That doesn't seem right. Cinnalee, thank you for the extra biddies. We're Mary, hello. The Olympics are different. You don't have to be into sports to watch the Olympics. You're just like, ah yes, these fine human specimens do amazing things. Dance, monkey dance. Shade with manners. I really don't get you US people with college sports, cultural differences, I guess. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. I live in Cali. Everything is on fire. No. Don't say that. I know it's true, though. Just wait. February and March will be on fire. Indiana is upper Kentucky at this point. Without the hills, the hillbillies turned to drugs. Oh, no. Now I'm ready for learning brioche next week. Yes. I promise to do much better about timing out. We'll take like specific ad breaks so that we don't interrupt things. I'm going to try and do much better during our tutorials. I did look, and the ad revenue split from Twitch actually made quite the difference last month. So we are probably going to keep the extra ads. So I will do my best to try and run ad breaks when we take breaks and make it as less painful as possible, but it is a very nice way to support the channel if you cannot financially contribute, which is fine because this channel will always be free to play and free to enjoy. And as always, please take care of yourself financially first before you worry about anybody else. I get it. I am now a fashionable man with money. I want to shop. I love it. Do you know if the Sock Madness participants get the rest of the patterns even if they don't make it to the next round? They do. So if you, so the way Sock Madness works is if you finish both of your socks in the time frame, you get placed on a team, and even if you get knocked out the first round, you get all of the rounds of those socks emailed to you, and then when you finish a round, you get the bonus pattern. So even if you get knocked out, you can still finish the socks and get the bonus pattern early, but at the end, they send out all of the socks and all of the bonus patterns. So if you participate, you get everything, and then if you are unable to finish your socks, but have at least one fully finished sock or two partially completed socks, and you still submit the last couple of days, even if you're not going to finish, you become an official cheerleader, and official cheerleaders still get to knit along and get all the patterns. And if you knit along, the bonus patterns, and then cheerleaders also get all the patterns at the end. The big thing is that they don't want you to become a cheerleader just to get the free patterns, because that has been a problem in the past. So all of the designers donate their designs to Sock Madness for participants, but some of them are paid for patterns after the fact. So, you know, it's nice that they're doing this, and it's very kind of them to donate to so many people, but also, like, you know, poor designers gotta make their side hustle money, so still support creators. But if you're planning on attending and knitting along, it's very, very fun. I gotta see if I can try and go Ginger Zone into doing it with me again this year. My sister Ginger Zone, that's how she made her first ever pair of socks, is we knit together for Sock Madness. And that was really fun because I would knit a pair of socks and she would knit a sock. And she would ask me all the questions and we'd go over it together. And then afterwards she would go back and knit the second sock to all the things. Although I think she's still knitting second socks. Although, to be fair, I am also still knitting second socks on some things. I have second sock syndrome hard. As in, I finished the first sock and I've started the second sock and I just cannot finish the last 2/3 of the second sock. just need to get my shit together and get, really, the problem is that my day job keeps interfering with my crafting. And that's a problem. And then somebody, cough, art and craft, cough, goaded me into doing a knit along. So now my sock knitting will also be very limited. To be fair, I am easily enabled. It wasn't difficult. Amaranth, good morning. Hello. String, enjoy your lurk. I hope your teaching goes well. We'll catch you later. Don't forget, it is craft night and book club tonight in the Discord. All are welcome. You don't actually have to craft to join us. A lot of people will be crafting while we hang out. And if you are crafting, I would love to see what you're working on. But mostly, it's just an excuse to hang out and chat together for a while. And it usually goes a significant portion of the evening. So if you join late or have to scoot out early, we're happy to have you for whatever time we have you. We have a lot of folks kind of coming and going over the evening, which actually works out really well. Every second Saturday. Welcome to Michigan, home of lead pipes and potholes. Yeah. I really can't argue with that statement. You would be correct. I grew up with no money, but my profession made me very comfortable, so fancy shopping time. It is kind of like a miracle when you go from that like barely scraping by to, oh my goodness, I have disposable income. What is this magic? It is a very nice point in life. Lonely Sock Island for me. Zifapad, hello. Howdy. I would recommend subtle Mothman attire like cufflinks or tie pins. Yes. The horn. Yes, the horn along is your fall art knit craft. To be fair, the Unicornucopia pattern, ArtKnit and Hinka Knits sent to me when they were at the Michigan Fiber Festival. So it is literally ArtKnit Crafts' fault. Zifupad, thank you for the 3-month sub. Damien, I think, is doing fine. Seems to be having a nice time. I have talked to him in like 2-minute increments because he's been very busy. Last night he was on his way to an after party in a mansion for some sort of merch vendor that invited him that he's gonna check out. That's all I got out of it. And I told him to text me in the morning when Pepper Potts showed up with his dry cleaned outfit after the orgy. He didn't find it hilarious. I found it infinitely hilarious. Welcome to our marriage. I assume I'll get the full story later, but honestly, he'll probably tell it on stream before he tells it to me. We are doing, so I'll see if I can dig it out during the break. So we are doing the grid lines sweater for our birthday sweater next year, and it is in the Mothman yarn colorway from Lantern Light Yarns that the lovely Lane Shawl sent me some of, and then I promptly needed the full sweater quantity. So we'll be making a Mothman sweaters for the birthday sweater in January, and I have been looking up all things Mothman lately to go with it. So I have very much Mothman on the brain. Was that an Iron Man reference? It was. It was. because it's a mansion in Southern California. So I was like, is it Tony Stark's mansion? Dean's like, no. But he didn't tell me what it was. He's just like, no, it's just a house mansion. And I was like, well, Tony Stark lived in a house mansion. And then he's like, I'll talk to you later. We're almost there. And I was like, okay, call me in the morning when Pepper Potts shows up with your dry clean clothes. He was just like, I don't think that's going to happen. And I'm like, but you don't know. Hydrate. Oh, I missed 2 hydrates. Oh, no. Now I got to drink all the water. Cheers, everybody. You like the slippers? They're my soot sprites. I love them immensely. Artnet, thank you for the link. I appreciate that. This is the yarn. This is, in fact, the yarn we'll be knitting. And it's beautiful. I am also... I also play Fallout 76, so the Mothman holds a special place in my heart. Because I have lit the lighthouse to attract the Mothman. Is a very fun side quest you can do. It's very well done. EMS, hello! I am spinning today. Dem red stripes. Yeah, these little blood splotches. Delicious. Delicious. So this is the yarn we'll be using for the birthday sweater in January. But I had been looking on Etsy to find like cute little like Mothman things, because I was like, you know what would be really fun is like to send out like, maybe we'll do some Mothman sticker giveaways for January and stuff. And I was like, this could be really fun. And it's like, maybe I'll get some Mothman earrings. So I've just been sending a bunch of like Mothman stuff to my friends. Because I think it's fun. And then I keep falling down the internet rabbit holes, right? So I think, this one's the winner. Let me see if I can find it. And then I also keep sending Damien like the weirdest crap I can find. And that's really fun because he's like, at this point, he must just be convinced he's made a mistake. And I'm just leaning real hard into it at this point. Like there's this bumper sticker that says the Mothman is real. We made out and he's a gentle and caring lover. And Damien's like, you are not allowed to buy this. And I was like, this is great. And he's like, I don't know what your problem is, but can you not? Samalima Bam Bam, I hope work goes well. Thank you for hopping by. And if I don't see you, I hope you have a great weekend. Tornstall, thank you again for the sub. Take care. I hope the walk and the sauna are delightful. There's also this one that says, it was then that the Mothman carried you. And Damien's like, what is wrong with this relationship? And I'm like, don't worry about it. Also, going down the rabbit hole, I found this delightful opossum with a pearl earring. And I'm convinced that we need it framed in our house. And Damien is convinced that the judge will side with him when he uses this as evidence in the divorce case. Blood to color the splotch. He does have oil paint vibes. I like it very much. Also, I was like, what if I got these to wear for the Mothman birthday stream? And Damien's like, that's terrifying. Can you not? I was like, it'll be great. I have these little Mothman earrings and then like the little Mothman thing. And he's like, no, stop. That possum was the point that made me go brew a cup of coffee. Always funky dangle earrings. Always. Hat or no hat, that depends upon if it's windy. If it's not windy, absolutely hat. Absolutely hat. But I think we're gonna get some of these stickers by Salt Birch to hand out, because it's the Mothman eating his own sweater because he's a moth and moth eat wool, and we're gonna be doing a sweater knit, and so I think I just need a bunch of these to give away to y'all. I'm just saying, I feel like this is a very appropriate sticker. Also, those are OSU colors. Well, they're the Mothman colors from the yarn for the sweater. So I'm just saying. My funky dangle earrings are eyeballs, so it gets even better. Yes! Required to buy. What exactly is this Mothman event? Amaranth, for the birthday sweater in January this year, the colorway of the yarn that I'm using is called the Mothman. It is from Lantern Light Yarns' Cryptid collection. So all week I had been looking at possible things to plan for said upcoming birthday stream in January. Because I know that the holidays will get really busy really fast. So I just wanted to get like my stuff taken care of and planned out a little bit. And then the internet has just provided an endlessly amazing rabbit hole. Yes. So every year my birthday is January 10th. And every year, for the last 2 years so far, so this will be the third annual birthday sweater. Every year I splurge on a sweater quantity of yarn, that's hand dyed and make myself a birthday sweater. And that's like all I knit for January is just knitting after the holidays and all of the holiday knitting and all the gifting and stuff. I just do something for me. So the first year I knit the broadleaf sweater in mohair, and it is a delicious brioche sweater. I'll be wearing it next week when we are doing our brioche tutorial. This year I did the newspaper pullover by Joji Locatelli. And then I was hoping to do hand spun for next year's birthday sweater. But then Gio sent me all of this beautiful wool that, I will be spinning up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to spin it in time for January. So that's fine. But I have a sweater quantity of the Mothman that I will be doing the grid lines sweater in for January. And apparently I'm throwing myself a Mothman themed birthday party. Like, I hadn't planned on it. I was just like, oh, this is cute. Maybe I'll get some Mothman stickers to like give away for my birthday stream. And then the internet was just like, the Mothman, you say? Have some of this. And I just kept clicking the like, you may be interested in, until I found the end of the internet. And I was like, oh no. My goal is to always look like a chaotic fae. I love this. Pics on Discord. We need to live vicariously with you. Ooh. Oh. Discord. Come on. Click. Come on, internet. Oh, Lady E's at the pumpkin patch. Look at all those pumpkins. I think of all the cryptids, I think Mothman might actually have the biggest fan group. Yes, that is correct. Next week has been exhausting. I love Captain Kyle. Let's see. I don't see anything else posted yet. But let me refresh. Sometimes my Discord's a little bit behind. Can I just start to complain that there's Christmas stuff in the stores here? There's been Christmas stuff here since August, and I hate it. I hate it. I'm visiting a fancy LYS in San Diego in a couple weeks and have been contemplating attempting socks. Yes. Anavita, so in the VODs, if you go down into the doobly-doo, we did a how to knit socks section. If you're just looking to knit like regular vanilla socks. So vanilla socks are like vanilla ice cream. It's an internet term. So it's just plain, no frills, no flavor, no anything. So, so a vanilla sock pattern was best. I'll see if I can, if you message me on Discord or if you put in Discord, does anyone have a good vanilla sock pattern? I'm sure we have some. And then after stream, I can look and see if I can find one for you as well. Oh, sorry. Yarnho was saying to post pictures on the Discord. That's okay. If you have a link to like a Instagram or a Twitter, we will also take that. We just like sharing things. It's always fun to see what everybody else is doing. Vanilla is the new black is beginner friendly. Yes. That one is a little bit fancier. But honestly, I like, if it's a well-written pattern, even a beginner sock knitter should be able to pick it up. If you can knit socks. Socks always seem like a bigger mystery than they really are. Like my first sock was absolutely positively not a vanilla sock. I was ambitious. And my sister's first sock was a Sock Madness warm-up pattern, for crying out loud. So if it's a well-written pattern, go for it. Do your thing. Also, if you start knitting and you run into trouble, post in the Discord and someone will help you out. Just go, help, what does this mean? And someone will answer. And that's why the community is amazing. Everyone wants to either hug him, be him, do the do with him, or just be his friend. I am 4 out of 5. I would like to be the Mothman. I am tired of society's expectations. I would just like to be a moth. Also, I love how the Mothman can be creepy, like creepy, sexy, dopey, derpy, all of the things. A full range of emotions. I enjoy it immensely. Any tricks to prevent laddering when knitting on circulars? So what I do when I'm knitting in circulars is so after I knit and I flip it around, I'll pull that back stitch a little tighter. I'll knit a stitch and then I'll knit the second stitch and then I'll tighten that first stitch and then tighten the second stitch. It's just really taking the time to make sure that you have everything lined up. But also not, like some people like just yank the snot out of the last and the first stitch. and it makes like a reverse ladder. Like it makes those stitches so tight, it makes a line. So you don't want that. You just want even, just even tension. You know, the secret to knitting, perfect tension. So much easier said than done. If you're really worried about it, you can use tiny 9-inch circulars. I love tiny 9-inch circulars, but I like it because I can just fly through socks. Because I very much like to knit my socks one at a time. But even on circulars, sometimes you have to be careful of laddering depending upon where you are. So it's not like a be all end all. Rose City Rollers, that's a fantastic beginning sock pattern, and I think that one's free as well. Fall, winter, and Christmas is my absolute favorite. I read Christmas twice a year if I could. Gosh dang it. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. Damien's calling me real quick. Hang on. I have Florida Man on the line. Please hold. Enjoy this quick break.